All right, so we'll give it a few minutes to let those commercials roll. So far, we have Bocce in the chat. What's going on, Chris? Mike Hodge, how you guys doing? All right. So yes, we do have cupcakes. I ate one earlier. H&R Garage. Hello, Little Red Line here, Red Line Son. Oh, welcome, buddy. Red Line Gary. Breezy, how you doing?
Go see what Logan's doing.
I enjoyed the crap out of that cupcake when I was eating dinner.
Hi, Breezy. Hi, Gary. Hi, Bocce and Chris and Mike. Okay, go ahead.
Guys, give me 1 second. I just got a message from a friend. My middle kid is at the mall. Hey, babe, call Trent now.
What happened?
There was a shot fired at the parking lot in the mall again. Give me a minute, guys.
Okay.
My kid's at Carnival, and apparently there was shots fired there.
Hi, everyone. How's everyone's weekend going?
Things are going on there, but
I know the cat's in the other room.
blind to us. Hi. No, you're totally fine. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you guys are okay because apparently there were just some shots fired at the mall carnival. No. Gotcha. Okay, I was just calling and
That
checking
one's for
in.
you,
Everything's good to go. All right, sounds good. We'll see y'all in a while. All right, bye-bye. We left over an hour ago. We went to B-Dubs for dinner. Oh.
Okay.
So, H&R Garage, what was your channel name?
I hope Austin is okay.
Yeah. Whew, all right, everybody's already left over an hour ago.
That's
I
good.
was talking about that, wasn't I?
Yep. We were just talking about that earlier, saying how crazy that was. Let me see what I messed up.
Why? Don't go. That shit.
Lock up the cat. Crystal, hi. Yeah, everything's good. Not only can I eat, I breathe. I can eat my damn cupcake. I'm surprised. Yeah, they brought 2 separate vehicles, so I went to the parking lot. Yeah, we got a couple of families and friends that are there.
Zach?
Yeah, everybody's fine at Austin with Austin too, babe.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so yeah, Mike, that would not have been good for them. So we are waiting for a couple of other people. I'm not sure if they're coming or not. They said they were going to, but if not, oh well. Tonight, we're just gonna shoot the shit, and when the video's over, it's gonna be made private. So show your Bud Lights, show your whatevers, and say fucking piss if you want to. I really don't care. This is not a family-friendly stream. Not tonight. But anyhow, we're gonna do a little bit of tool shopping. I'm gonna bring up Tecton, their website. I've been researching a couple different companies, and I don't like how some of them skip certain numbers in their sets.
Oh, yeah.
The Tecton website, buying from them, they do not do that. So
now, someone told me, I've never checked this to see how true it is. You know how certain SAE sizes will cross over to metric? Like a
what's going on, Theo?
16th is like a 14. Someone told me that if you buy the metric and the standard set, they skip sizes because you could cross it over to the other one and it would work. I have no idea if that's. I've never looked into that, but
I've never heard that before. Theo, do you know anything about that?
No.
yeah, and I've only heard it like once or twice a couple of years ago. But
Okay. So Matt's in the chat now too. Umbrellas Ride. What's going on, buddy?
I haven't ate yet, so
Go right ahead. Like I was saying earlier, this stream, once the stream is over, it will be made private. So it is not necessarily have to be family friendly. Just enough to where StreamYard and YouTube don't kick us off during the middle of it.
well, none of us have been kicked off yet. So I mean, we can get pretty raunchy to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So you got your cupcakes?
I do. I just ate one of them, and I had one earlier. I had the wife pick them up for me when she went out earlier today.
hi, Theo.
How are you, Adam?
No, not too bad.
Good.
Absolutely, Bocce. You can be yourself tonight.
What are you looking for? This hand tools from Tecton or?
Yes. So I'm gonna keep the powered line or the power tool line Cobalt for my drill and my little impact and stuff like that because I'm vested in them. The hand tools that I do have, my wrenches and stuff like that from Cobalt, I'm still gonna keep them. But I want to get something a little better quality that I can use mainly when we start this motor swap here in the next couple of months. So I'm looking for a set that's going to be great for the small engine stuff, but enough to where I can use it on the car as well. Because once we're done with this, the Eclipse, we'll start looking for a new car that will be for Trent, the middle kid, because he'll be 14 this summer. So that'll give us enough time to buy it, get the build prepped, get all the parts that we need for it, and then start it shortly after he gets his learner's permit as well. Yep, absolutely, Matt. Car build content. That's going to be part of the channel, too.
Bocce, like you ever asked for permission anyway?
No.
I got, as far as car stuff, I got a Honda Pilot. I need to do my brother blew the motor in it, so he gave it to me. So I'm going to find a junkyard motor to do a motor swap. I haven't swapped the motor in anything, and last time it was in a small block Chevy in a 70s pickup.
It's the same thing, just more wires and junk.
Yep.
Is it easier to drop it out the bottom?
I don't know. I never done anything like that on a Honda, so I have
No.
no idea. So I swap more engines in Ford 7.3s and stuff like that than I swap more diesel engines than gas engines. Let me put it that way.
What's going on, Metalworks? So Redline says he likes the Capri over the Tecton wrenches. And Matt, you want the link to come up?
Metalworks, I picked up a big 3-phase wire feed setup today, or the other day. And just yard sale stuff today. Posted the video of the tools about an hour ago. I'll do a video on the welder probably Monday.
So what are you exactly looking for, Ken?
I'm looking for everything, starting over from scratch: sockets, wrenches, screwdrivers, the whole 9 yards. I want to get a baseline idea of what it is I really need. And what I wanted to do was pull it up on the other screen and walk us through it. I'm waiting to see if Jude and Cass are going to be able to come up as well before we get started into that. But if not, I trust your opinion, obviously, because I've been talking to you quite a bit about it here lately.
Yep.
And that way I know, okay, well, this is everything I really need. I don't need this. Is it better to buy it from this kit as a kit, or is it better to piece it together separately by adding certain things into the cart by itself? That way I know what it is price-wise I need to save up for, and so I can start buying them.
Yeah, I always like to buy sets.
Okay.
Yep. That way you have it. And most of the time, let's say you buy only 3 wrenches or 3 sockets or something like that, or 4 that you may need. Most of the time, it's cheaper just to buy the whole set instead of just those 4.
Then you just piece them together. Okay.
Yeah. And they probably want to have some standard stuff next to your metric.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't need a lot of standard, but you need to have some.
Yeah, and I was looking at one of those here. They have like from 6 to size like 50 millimeter or something wrenches for like $1,500 for the set, but they have the standard sizes to go with them and stuff too. So that's the type of stuff that I know I don't need. You know, I don't need that many wrenches because I'm never going to work on something with a 50 millimeter bolt on it.
Right. No, I'd say for your average guy, if you go between 8 and 24, you'll be good.
No problem.
Then if you want to do something with standard, 3/8 up to, well, it depends on 1/4 inch. You can go a little lower, but 3/8 and 1/2 inch.
Yeah, my con says he runs 7 millimeter 24.
Yeah, because you got some 7 mil stuff, some of your hose clamps and stuff like that, and some of your bolts. Is that Ford that runs more 7 than 8? Chevy runs a lot of 8. I know that.
Okay.
When it comes to the smaller bolts, but and you definitely don't have to go over 1 inch when it comes to standard.
Sounds good, Crystal. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, and mostly I use 8 and 10 millimeter on the go-karts. So,
Yeah, but if you got your quarter stuff for the smaller, to go smaller, your 3/8 more for like in between, and then your half-inch drive for the bigger stuff. You
oh,
know,
okay, I see what you're saying.
some half-inch drives they go down to like 10 millimeter.
Mhm.
Uh, I never used the 10 millimeter and a half-inch drive. 13 mil. That's where I start with my half-inch drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did buy a new pressure washer yet today. It was a used one, Troy built with a Honda motor on it, which is why I bought it because I can get any parts for those. If not, I can reach out to Brandon and a couple of other people, and they can point me where to get the parts from, and then I can fix anything on that motor. I'm going to use it to
Yeah,
kind
here
of,
Mike says the same thing. Ford has this one with 7 mil. I thought it was.
you know,
Ford had a lot of 7 mil.
yeah, I'm going to kind of dabble a little bit in maybe detailing cars over the summer because I only get paid through the month of May using the GI Bill, and then I don't get paid till I start the actual welding school in August. So there's that gap of time frame where I won't have anything coming in. So we got to figure something out. And who doesn't need a pressure washer, you know?
You can make a lot of money that way. I know a guy that makes really good money just painting barns.
Really?
Yep, that's all he has is a pressure washer and paint. And that's all he does. And in North Carolina, there's still plenty of old barns around.
Mm-hmm.
So
But have you talked to Cass lately?
it's been a couple days.
Yeah, I know he wasn't doing so hot.
No, I know he went up to the dock, but I'm not sure what came after that. I
Yep.
believe he had to go back for some for a follow up and stuff like that. But
Did you see that video I posted earlier today?
yeah,
Had a good time making that video.
yeah. See, I didn't even know there was any awards or whatever.
Mhm.
And if there are, I don't even follow that stuff anyway.
The only reason I knew anything about the Oscars was because of all the memes on Facebook of Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Yeah. And I would have done the same thing if I was Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm not quite sure where he went to. Nah, Brandon just messaged. He said he may try to pop up here if when he gets home.
yeah, he's getting ready to move, ain't it?
He is. He's days away from closing and moving.
Yeah, was it? Oh, I thought they already closed. Wasn't it April 1st?
No, it got pushed back a couple of days.
That's only a good thing. That way it's not a joke.
So pressure washes and makes good money just doing siding and walkways. Yeah, and that's another thing I was considering doing, driveways and stuff like that. I messaged the realtor that helped us sell our house and told her, hey, if I get this type of stuff, how often do you use people to do pressure washing and stuff? She said out of the last 10 houses she sold, 5 of them needed to be pressure washed, and 3 of them paid somebody to do it. The other 2 did it themselves.
Holy
So,
crap.
yeah, there's a possibility of doing that as well. So that's another reason why I bought one with a Honda motor on it. And as I get a little money coming in from doing the stuff, I'll be able to upgrade and sell this stuff and buy new ones, stuff like that.
Yeah, don't look at when you look at pressure washers or you upgrade. Don't look at anything else but gallons per minute. That's what
Yep.
makes the pressure washer.
Yep.
Everything else is just filler, if you ask me.
Yeah, actually, one of the guys that worked at the jail with me, he does pressure washing. That was his main job. And he's got his own business. He kind of walked me through a bunch of stuff, things to look at and stuff like that. So he gave me some good advice and, like I said, helped out with it.
Now I'm full, so now it's time for smoke.
Sounds good.
Sorry about that. Had a customer show up.
Oh, that's all right. Not a bad idea, Mike.
Doesn't show up every day after work to pay for the job. Shows up Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, a couple of y'all are on my Facebook page, so you've seen all the memes I've been posting. I love memes. As soon as I heard something about it, I was like, yes, there's going to be plenty of memes to go around for this.
I saw a meme that was a guy said, "Finally, I can make me a meme on I Will Rock You." And they started with them two slapping each other on that song from Cream.
Yep.
And then you saw Will's face, and then you saw Chris Rock's face. I will rock you.
Good times. I love them.
That was funny, that one there.
It's Jude had a nice little April Fool's joke on everybody.
Yeah, Mr. Funny Guy.
He got Ed real good. Like Ed made this like long, heartfelt community post page about it and stuff like that. There were so many people supporting him and this and that. And I know Jude felt bad about it, but it was still funny at the end of the day.
Nope, just collecting money.
Nothing wrong with that.
Every day last week, I'll be there at 5 to pay you. He picked up his equipment last weekend. And it shows up Saturday night.
Well, it's better than not showing up at all.
Yeah, I wasn't going to tell him, no, don't come by.
Right.
All right, so there we go. Here is Tecton's website, and I have looked at a lot of different things on here. Let's pull up.
Isn't a certain amount of their stuff made in the USA?
Yeah.
All right.
So basically, what I wanted was y'all's input on if I were to pull up like the sockets, the ratchets, and breaker bars, wrenches. I mean, literally one of each of these categories, just to kind of walk me through and what you think would be good for. Basically, what I'm looking for is if somebody was a brand new technician into the automotive industry, this is a good starter set of what you should buy. And then from there, you can get into your specialty tools.
Well, we have to ask a couple questions first. You want to
Okay.
have chromes or impacts?
I want to actually have both,
Okay.
but I want to start off with the chromes.
Okay. Well, it's not, because on the end of the day, that almost doubles up your sockets. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Mhm.
So you got to keep that in mind for your budget.
How often do people use the impact for just regular stuff?
I never
I
do,
mean,
but I'm more old school anyway, and I like my chrome socket. So
okay.
I have a ratchet. I put a chrome socket on it. I've got an impact. I put my impact socket on it.
Yeah, same with me.
Some
Yeah.
people can do it the other way around, or they don't care. And I don't know. I'm just too anal retentive, I guess. So
Evening, Princess Jamie.
Sometimes I'll cheat with extensions. Sometimes.
yeah, but that's just an extension, right? But it's
Yeah.
All right, well, let's start with the wrenches.
combination wrenches.
Yep. So, like, this is that set that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
This is way overkill. I know I do not need this set of wrenches. I would, it's just, I mean, 6 millimeter to 50 millimeter, a 1/4 inch to 2 inch.
Yeah, but do
Yeah,
they
that's
have a
rough.
set that's smaller than that?
They do.
Right
That's a
there.
pretty extreme set.
It is. So a lot of
down,
them. Go ahead.
what's down there? On the one row lower.
So this is what I was considering.
Yep.
Something like this right here. So it's a 38 piece set, a 1/4 inch to 1 1/4, and then 6 to 24.
Yep.
With the mini bikes and the small engines, I think it's wise to have the 6 and the 7s in there.
Is that a no skip?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Tecton don't skip a lot.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, this is what we have right here. 19 sizes in each of them. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I do not know metric sizes in order.
Do what?
So the metric sizes, I don't know them in order. I have to look at them based on like where they are in the size, because most of my experience working on cars was from when I was a little kid and we lived in Japan at the time. So everything was Nissan, Toyotas in Japan. So it was all the millimeter stuff.
Yeah, but that would be your best bet right there.
Yeah, that's a good set.
Yeah. And that covers your standard and your metric.
Yeah, and you're hardly ever going to go above 1.25 inch
Right.
working on the stuff that you work on.
Yeah, most of the time, the size that gets used the most when it comes to standard is under 1 inch.
Oh, yeah.
15, 16s when it comes to what I used to work with. That was my basically my biggest one. Maybe 1 1/8 inch, and that would be it.
Okay. And they do sell individual wrenches. So if I had to buy something specific, I could always afterwards buy that one size, But I like how it has the organizer and stuff that comes with it.
Yeah, and those stacked organizers, I got some of those. Those actually really nice.
Okay.
Are those a 12-point box in?
What's that?
Are those 12-point wrenches?
Yeah, you want 12-point wrenches when it comes to combination wrenches.
Yeah.
So the open end is angled 15 degrees, so the wrench can be flipped over with each rotation to engage the fastener twice as often.
Oh yeah, 12-point right
Yep,
there.
12 point right there.
Yeah, their racks are really nice. I mean, they hold the wrenches in pretty good, but not too much.
Okay.
It's like a rubber because you can flex it. So it's not a hard plastic. So they're nice. I like those.
Okay. Let me catch up on the comments. So guys, if I'm slow to respond to your comment, it's because I'm switching back and forth from page to page. I don't have the fancy dual monitors and stuff like that Ed, the old tech guy, has. In fine machine countersunk places, only the chromes will fit. Otherwise, I use impact about 75% of the time. Okay. All right. So there is that. I just want to kind of scroll through the rest of the options and see these are made in Taiwan. So at least it's not China.
I assume you're looking for sockets and stuff too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we're still in the wrench department, so you want to have some ratchet wrenches.
Yeah, see, I don't think many of these come. The
Stubbies are handy, but you can get away with cheap stubbies.
Yeah.
Okay.
But most of the time, stubby sets are not that expensive.
No.
Where's that at? Now, what is the difference? Okay, so it only goes up to 1 inch on this set. Okay, so that's the 34 piece. Yep. So it only goes up to 1 inch to save a little bit.
Yeah, that would be good.
How many Eclipse or Mitsubishis have you ever worked on, Theo?
None.
None. Okay. Because I'm wondering if I'm really going to need bigger than a 1 inch wrench.
For what you do, probably not.
So
yeah, but it's not. You got to keep in mind, when it comes to buying your tools like this, like you're doing right now, is not what you're going to work on tomorrow. It's gonna be what you're going to work on for the upcoming couple of years.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is get caught with your pants down, thinking that you bought all the wrenches and all the tools you need, and then it's like you open up the drawer and it's like, shit, I don't have that.
So what is this 46 piece? Okay. So I see how they do it. They've got it broken down into a 30 piece, a 34 piece, 38, 46. And then a 46 piece.
Yeah, but I think 1 inch is big enough for that one set that you just had.
Yeah,
that's plenty big for you right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a rack. Okay? So that's a holder. So those are different. The holder's got the handle on it, but it's the same price. And then they've got the pouches. So I've messed a lot of stuff up. Let's go back over. Where's that at?
Pouches would be handy for taking to the track.
Well, I'm gonna end up buying a nice toolbox, kind of get away from the US General, and these are gonna go in that, and then the other stuff is gonna go to the track with me. So we added that to the cart.
Theo, do you like the ratcheting wrenches with the flex head?
I don't have many of them, so that should tell you something.
Yeah, the few I have seem to get loose really, really quick.
Yeah, You know what my biggest fear is? Busting knuckles because they flip on you.
Yeah.
So what is that, Bocce? Length or width?
For her, I know her answer. Both. With the big boy tool.
Oh,
Thanks.
but if you don't work on a lot of SAE stuff, then right now I wouldn't even worry about buying ratcheting wrenches SAE. Just buy the metric ones.
The
Yeah,
ratcheting wrenches, having the regular combination wrench and then the socket set. To start off with, do you think buying the ratcheting wrenches on top of that at the same time is really necessary, or can that go into the buy later category? Because with Tecton, when you order certain amount of stuff from them, they give you discounts on your next order or a set amount off your next order.
Sometimes you need two wrenches, one on each side.
Okay.
And trust me, you'll want to have some ratcheting wrenches.
Okay. Well, then let's take a look and let me see. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. So Redline Gary said the same thing. He only has 4 flex head ratcheting wrenches.
Yeah.
The live tool shopping. I can't get over how weird that is. All right, so let's see what we got over here. Now, what were you saying for like size wise and stuff like that, Theo?
The ratcheting wrenches, you can stay under 19 and down.
Okay.
And like I said, I would just buy the metrics. That way, if
Just
you want to
metrics.
add on some standards, you can do that later.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And see, I don't like how that starts at 8. I want to start off at
Well,
least
trust
6.
me, you want to have an 8 mil ratcheting wrench. 8 to 19, right there. Go back.
I want to try to get down to 6 millimeter if I can.
Oh, I don't even know if they make them that small.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, they do right here. They've got it's both of them. Let's see. Yep, right here. 6 to 24. It just doesn't have a holder with it. Now, does it matter that those are only 6 point?
I always got the feeling with a 6-point wrench that it's harder to put it on the bolt or the nut. I really like my 12 points, but when it comes to wrenches,
Well,
now when it comes to sockets, I'll stick to my 6 points. But
okay.
Yeah. And you'll gain with it 6 point. For trying to stick it up into stuff, you can always stick your finger in there and cam it a bit. If it has, I assume they have really high tooth counts on their ratchet. The
right
ratchet.
there, 8 to 19 mil. Yep.
Yeah, see, those are 6 point as well. There's got to be something I'm overlooking. What is it?
Oh, Metalworks.
What's going on, Polar Bear Ed? Thank you for popping in. Let me scroll back up.
6 to 24 there. Six to 24.
Yeah. So apparently, all of their apparently I could save 65 cents or $65 on Amazon.
Well, and the other thing is, do they have reversibles too?
Well, that's a good question. Um, all right. Well, let's scroll down and see what it says. So they are 72 tooth ratchets. I don't know. Let's see. I don't think they are reversible. I think you have to pop them off and flip them over.
Yeah. Well, it's just when you ever get yourself into a corner or any of those things.
Yeah, but I don't think any of them are. And now that you mention that, I think about that wanting two sets of wrenches like that. That makes sense because when I do a lot of work on the mini bike, a lot of times I use a wrench to hold something on and then a ratchet with the socket on it on the other side doing something. And I never would have thought about that. Okay, well. So they're all 6-point and none of them are reversible. So the 6 to 24 millimeter is 175.
Yeah, and what's the 8 to 19? Just out of curiosity. 175 compared to, I thought it was like 80 some dollars. 8 to 19.
I'm sorry.
I saw that too. That's not a bad price.
What was that, guys? I'm still getting text messages from that carnival event.
8 to 19 set, because like I said, I thought that was like $80.
8 to 19.
Yeah, it was a smaller set. I thought it was up.
No, that's the top right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then it was down. Right there, right there.
This one?
Yeah, be a 12-piece set.
So you save $80. So I say for $80 you can buy two separate wrenches, the ratcheting wrenches. One is 6 mil and one is 7 mil, right?
Yep.
Because I don't really think you're going to ever need a bigger than 19 when it comes to ratcheting.
Okay.
The ones that I have that are going up to 24, above 19, really rarely get used. So, I mean, right there, I mean, it's almost not quite, but close to half money. So,
Yeah.
and like I
That's
said,
a
if you
nice
want to have your 6 and your 7, just buy those individually.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Take a look at their double Box flex head ratcheting. Most of them Metalworks is gonna be for the mini bikes and go-karts, but we're rebuilding 1995 a Mitsubishi Eclipse for the oldest boy. So I'm gonna be using them for automotive purposes as well. Part-time school. What's up, Sam? I didn't see you pop in yet. Okay, so yeah. We can always it's out of stock.
Oh.
Hmm.
That's that only means it's a popular set.
Yeah.
They're all out of stock.
Yep. Every single one of them.
All right. How about a different kind of rail? Or a pouch? Right there, $97 with the pouch.
Yep, they're there. Out of stock.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you want to check on Amazon.
Yeah. Yep, out of stock also.
Yeah, available in 6+ weeks.
Huh. All right. Well.
Well,
let's,
just write that part number down, Ken, for that set of wrenches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way you can keep an eye on it. That one is without a holder.
All right. Well, let's take a look at these then.
The double, yeah.
So I'm assuming these have like a 6 and a 7 on one side. Yep, 8, 10, 9, 11. Okay.
Hey, Larry, I never seen them from Channel Lock.
One set goes up to 24 millimeter and the other goes up to 1 1/4. Always good to have all the tools for any job.
Yeah, this is just a personal preference. If you like those style wrenches or not, I personally can't stand them because 9 out of 10 times I have the wrong size on the wrong end. And then right there, I already get frustrated because if I want to have a 19, I want a fucking 19, not a 17. You know what I mean?
I do. I got them and they are well made, but I only use them for small engines. Okay.
I didn't even know that Channel Lock made ratcheting wrenches.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
All right, so I guess we'll just kind of wait on the ratcheting wrenches. I know where they are. So you said you prefer 6-point sockets as opposed to 12-point, Theo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why is that?
less chance of stripping a bolt.
Yep.
Good enough reason for me. See,
Especially if you work on you wouldn't really think about this, but the quality of some of the bolts and the nuts you get on some things these days, they're almost like they're very slightly undersized sometimes.
What's up, Matt? So for those of you that were here earlier when I was talking about the whole ordeal at the carnival, Matt was the one that actually messaged me because his kids were also there. So
I'm gonna have to check them out, Larry. Now you got my interest.
all right. So I scrolled through this page quite a bit the other day. And
It's frustrating, ain't it?
yes, it is. And that is when I decided, you know what? To hell with all of it. I'm going to do a live stream Saturday night, and I'm going to invite some friends up on the panel so I can get their advice on it. Because that's my biggest issue with the Cobalt tools that I have. When I would buy them, I would normally buy them during like holiday times when they had deals and specials and stuff on them. So it was a whole bunch of hodgepodge nonsense, different little bits here and there that now literally sit on some magnet rails inside of one of my drawer, and it's just a complete nightmare.
Yep. You're gonna have to go to Amazon for your wrenches. Your ratcheting wrenches from Tecton. They got them in stock. 8 to 19.
How much are they there compared to what they were on?
$139.
139. Okay.
Compared to what was it, 91 or 98? 91.
Yeah.
So yeah, you pay a little more, but there you have them.
Yep. So I got 8 sizes on 2 wrenches for under $50. Now working on cars, trucks may not be a good fit. Shopping friends, that's either very smart or really sweet, like a cupcake. Aw. Amazon, compare prices. You're seeing much cheaper prices for what you're looking at. Okay. All right. So how many pages are there? Okay, so it's all on one page.
For starting out, I would recommend. Let me see here. Let me get my. For half inch, you don't need that much because you probably won't do it. You won't use them as much. It's your 3/8. It's your 3/8. You want to have as much as possible. Your quarters, you can do just do chromes on those. Your 3/8 do chrome and impact, deep and shallow on each. And then on your half inch, I would do the deep impact and shallow chromes.
Okay.
I mean, that will save you a good chunk of money going that way. You want to have metric and standard, or what you looking for here, Ken?
Yep, metric and standard. So I looked at everything, and I don't know if this is the way to go or not.
Well, it's $450. So let's go back and see what they have if you split those smaller ones up.
So let's see. I'm going to leave this right here up. And oh crap, I can't do that. I'm not as fancy as the old tech guy, so I'll do it this way, the reverse way. Okay, I'll leave this one up on the one you guys can't see. Or wait, did that switch? No. Yep, okay. Yep. All right, so we'll do this. We'll go back on this one, and that one that we're just looking at, I've got pulled up on a separate tab to compare the pieces and stuff like that in them. All right. Absolutely. I've got Cupcakes right here. It's even got a little smiley face ring on it for you. My wife picked them out for me. I definitely have them. That will be an inside joke for a very long time to come. Jonathan Sherwood, welcome. I don't know if you've been in here for a while or not. So those of you guys that just got in here, again, forgive me if I don't respond right away to you. I am going back and forth in between pages. So I see Raging Cajuns come in, Jonathan Sherwood. I've been talking with Matt a little bit here and there. Matt, if you want the link to come up, let me know. I'll shoot it to you in a text message.
Do they have kits like that without ratchets in them?
Let's scroll through and take a look.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yep,
oh,
they do.
oh. Look at that.
So which size you want to start with? 1/4 inch, 3/8, or 1/2 inch?
See you later, Metalworks.
Take care, Metalworks.
I would just start with 1/4 inch. They have just metric in 1/4 inch.
So this is what confused me. Like this one right here. Just to pull it up just for shits and giggles. It's a 25 piece with the rail holder, 4 to 15 millimeters. I assume once you get into the 3/8, it's going to pick up, I don't know what, maybe around 8, 9, 10 millimeter and then go past the 15.
Yeah.
Okay. And see, that's what was kind of making me pull what little bit of hair I have left out the other day.
Yeah, Larry, I'm definitely going to check that out because I didn't know Channel Lock was making ratcheting wrenches. I do have some of their older ratchets, and they've been halfway decent. So yeah, you see, I would look and see if they have a metric deep and shallow set.
Let's see what this is.
There you go. That's the one I would go for.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about standard too much. I would do some standard in 3/8 drive.
3/8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So here we go.
Trying to find the same set in 3/8, deep and shallow. Yeah.
6 to 24 millimeter.
There you go.
Out of stock.
Just put it in your cart if it allows you to. That way you have a part number to look at.
All right.
Because you may
Available
have
in 1 to 2 weeks. Let's see.
may have to.
So,
You
yeah,
may have to shop, see if Amazon or something like that has them.
Yep. Putting it in the wish list. That way I can come back and grab the part number off from it.
And add your ratcheting wrenches to that as well later.
Yes, sir.
And get the same set and metric.
What in the world just happened?
Oh. You checking out already?
No, not trying to.
I was just about to say, hold on, we ain't done spending money yet.
Go back in there. Okay. So all right, let's do it this way. Socket only. Eliminate some of the other nonsense. So that was 3/8.
Yep.
Let's go down to the 1/2 inch.
Hey, we still want to have some 3/8 standard. Because you said you want to have some standard, right?
Yep.
Right there.
Now, do you think there's a need for the standard in the 1/4 inch?
I don't think so. You can always get those later on.
Okay.
If you do
Yeah,
want
that'll be cheap to fill in.
yeah, it's in a 1/2 inch. I would just do the shallows in metric. There you go. There's a good set. 10 to 20,
So
10 to 25.
this
For
one.
50. Yeah. Or 24. Yep. 25. Yep.
Okay. Catch up on the chat.
That's not a bad deal for that set.
Mm-mm.
There's a lot going on in the chat. You got the best website. You just have to show me the pull behind that you found. Yeah, Raging. The issue I had, everything I've looked at in Gear Wrench, they skip sizes, and I don't want to do that.
I don't. What?
Yeah, everything I've seen, they skip sizes in the gear wrenches. I mean, now I may just be looking in the wrong places, but
I have not one set that skips sizes from gear range.
okay. So I looked at them, and maybe it was just because of where I was looking at them, but I looked at them at Napa and at Home Depot and Tractor Supply Store, and every single one of them that they had there, they all skipped numbers, and that's why I kind of ruled Gear Wrench out, because I went to Napa to look at the Carlisle brand that you were talking about as well.
Yeah, like I said, I've got a lot of gear wrench sockets and wrenches, and they don't skip sizes at all. It's in the one reason, the biggest reason I went with gear wrenches because I have some of the ratchet wrenches for over 10 years and they're still going strong. And then the other thing is what I liked about gear wrench was they also have medium size, mid-size sockets.
Okay.
See a lot of. Go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe it's just where I was looking at then, but like I said, that in the wrench kit, they skip sizes in stores, so that's why I kinda steered away from it.
If you buy the smaller sets, yes.
Okay.
Yep. But if you buy the bigger set and spend a little more money, they don't.
Okay.
Because this is their bigger set right here from Gear Wrench. And it don't skip one size.
Okay.
That is from 8 mil up to 19, and these are the reversible ones.
Okay.
But if you get the most popular set from Gear H, which is this, and this is what Napa sells the most of. They have 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, and 19.
19.
Yeah, but these are the smaller sets. But if you go for the bigger set, they don't skip any sizes.
Okay, so then I guess all they had was the smaller sets, which is why I saw them skipping. And
Yeah, and you see, I personally love the reversible ones.
okay,
So
so that may
They're
be
nice.
maybe something to look at separate from this at another time.
yeah,
Sometimes you'll take something apart in a tight space and you'll just leave the ratchet on the fastener in the vehicle and just reverse it when you have to put the part back in.
Ken, this will give you right now. You just put stuff in a basket, and it gives you an idea of what to look for. So then you can say, you know what? Now I know what I kind of want. Now I'm going to compare that with Gear Range. So you look for the same sets from Gear Range.
Okay.
And they can look around and see, hey, I like this better or like that better, or any of those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do. Did I put that in there? Yes, I did right there. Okay.
Yeah, once you have a list of what you're definitely looking for, it makes it a lot easier to compare stuff.
All right. So far we have this 1/2 inch set, the 3/8, and then the 1/4 inch, and then the wrenches in here. So is there anything else 1/2 inch wise that you think in regular chrome sockets I would need?
Nope.
Okay. So impact 6-point as well.
No. Yeah, 6-point. Yep, absolutely.
What is an external star impact?
That is or how you call them again? I just
Triple square or Torx?
yes, yeah, yep. But you don't need those.
Okay. So they only sell these.
They should have them on rails too.
There
There
we
you
go. So let's scroll down here. Now, which sizes do you think we need to start with on those?
go. I would see if you can match them up with the sockets you already have. So if you want to have some standards, this will be the place to go.
Okay.
So deep and shallow for 3/8.
Question, Theo. How small of a fastener will you go impact on?
Well, I go down to 8.
You're not worried about snapping the heads off anything that small? Or?
No, because my 1/4 inch impact is light.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that.
So
Holla.
So I don't think, Ken, you don't have a 1/4 inch impact, do you?
I don't have an impact period yet.
Okay. Yeah. So if you got 3/8 and 1/2 inch impact, that would be plenty.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, when you come to your 1/4 inch, just do the chromes and then that's it.
Okay. So like I don't have an actual impact wrench like you would use on lug nuts and stuff like that. What I've got is the Cobalt like impact driver.
Oh.
Okay. Yep. But you'll get there at some point, Ken. So I wouldn't be too worried about it.
That's actually one of the things that I'm
Hi,
looking
Brandon.
at buying a lot is is the Cobalt actual 1/2 inch impact gun or something thereof that they have.
So do they have just metric?
That's what I'm looking at. Let's see. So those are the kits.
Was there an option to choose just metrics or just standards
Um,
in the search up? If you go back up,
these are the metrics right here.
yep.
So are you saying shallow or deep? Don't answer that, Bocce.
That's up to you. If you
Sounds good,
if you
Brandon. Thanks for popping in. I'm sorry, Theo. Go
if
ahead.
you do get a 3/8 impact, then it's nice to have a shallow and a deep. But I use the deeps more than the shallows when it comes to impacting.
Okay, let's. What am I doing here? All right,
But
so
you could also save some money and say just do shallow and deep impact on metrics, and
yeah.
just have the Chrome's 3/8 standards just to have, right?
So which do you use impacts more of, the 1/2 inch or the 3/8?
Both.
Okay.
If you just do the 3/8 deeps and a 1/2 inch deeps,
Okay.
and then if you do want to add something to it, do the 3/8 shallow for impact.
Okay. Because the let's come back here and pull this one out. Okay. So this is the one that I'm looking at getting, the XTR line, and it's a 1/2 inch. So if I know I'm only buying a 1/2 inch wrench right now, or impact, I think when it comes to the 3/8, I want to kind of hold off on them.
Okay. What do they have in 3/8?
They've got the older model in the 3/8. I think from what everything I've seen on some of the Facebook groups and stuff like that that I follow, the XTR line within the next year is going to come out with a 3/8.
Okay. Because my 3/8 impact and my 1/2 inch mid torque from Milwaukee are my two most used impacts.
Okay.
And I do have the Milwaukee high torque, but it doesn't really get used all that much. But it gets pulled out when the mid torque can't do it.
I don't have any electric impacts yet. All mine are still air.
So if you don't have a 3/8 impact, Ken, then just do the 1/2 inch deep. Because your 1/2 inch impact is big. So when you can put your 1/2 inch impact in there, then room is not going to be a problem anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
for myself, for the longest time, that was the only impact I had was 1/2 inch deep, and everything else was chrome because I was using ratchets. Yeah, metric right there. You can choose metric. unit.
It's how my 3/4 inch stuff is. I don't think I have any chrome 3/4 inch sockets.
Yeah, and I got more 3/4 inch chrome sockets than I have impacts. But when
All
it
right.
comes to 3/8, when it comes to 3/4, I do. I mean, I used to do all that by hand.
All right. So this is 18 to 24 millimeter in the case.
Is that deep? Because that looks shallow.
I can't tell. So it's shallow.
Yeah, you want the deeps. Right there.
Right here.
Yeah. That'll be a good set for you right there, Ken.
So there's that. Now let's do this. Okay, so 8's the smallest they make.
Yeah, on a 1/2 inch, I never use an 8.
Okay.
If it's 1/2 inch drive, I don't go lower than 13.
Yeah.
Because if I do have to go lower, I go to 3/8 for my impact, just because of the gun.
Yeah.
What's going on, Diabolical? Thanks for popping in.
There's a big difference between a 3/8 and a 1/2 inch impact gun.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Right, are you talking about that Cobalt XTR?
Yeah, I think Raging Cajun has Cobalt too.
Yep. Okay, so for the impacts, was there anything else you were suggesting?
No, that would be it. If you're just going to get a 1/2 inch impact, then just a 1/2 inch deeps will be more than plenty for you.
Okay.
Thanks, Larry. What's your opinion of impact universals?
That's where you're going to have to spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go cheap because it's junk.
Yep, he does have that one. All right.
Ratchets.
This also threw me for a loop because I sat here and I was looking at like the building it yourself and stuff like that. And when you get, stop it, like all of these, we'll just pull this up, just like the flex head and the bent angles and stuff. I've never had anything like that, so I don't know the pros, cons to them.
I've never used a bent handle one.
That's one of my go-to ratchets. It's the bent handle one. Yep, it's
Really?
a knuckle. It's a knuckle saver. I personally love it. There's also a lot of people that don't like him, so don't take my word for it.
Now I
I've
will
got a couple
say,
flex heads, and I like those.
Yeah, I would go for 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 in straight, 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 in flex head, and call it good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like the quick release on them.
Yeah, that's a personal preference as well. Some people do, some people don't.
I do like a 3/8 stubby ratchet.
Yeah, or a 1/4 stubby.
Yeah.
So for that and this, I was thinking it's probably better to build the kit because the more you add into it, the cheaper they become.
Okay, I never built a ratchet kit, so I have no idea.
Yep. So buy 4+ ratchets or breaker bars and get $5.
Oh, there you go. Quick release. Quick release.
Yep.
Tile. There you go. Click on that. See what you get then. Well, then you want to have comfort grip or not?
I've never had comfort grip, so I don't know the actual benefits to it for somebody like me. I'm not using these every day like you guys are.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't have
using them on the weekends here and there.
comfort grips at all, so I can't stand them.
I have an old Craftsman one. That's it. Makes it hard to put a cheater pipe on.
Yeah, I find them easier to clean. I
Yeah.
just wipe a rag over it and it's done. They're clean.
Yep.
So you 1/4 inch drive.
It's right here on the left-hand side.
You
So I've got 3 to choose from: a 3-inch, a 6-inch, and then a 6-inch flex.
do the 3-inch and a 6-inch flex. So then you got both options.
So for 3/8 inch drive, they've got 4.5-inch, 8-inch, 18, and then they've got the flex, the bent, and then that 4-inch folding. I don't even know what that is. That guy right there.
Yeah, that's their new style ratchet. You can fold the handle over onto the head and basically have a palm drive ratchet that way.
Okay.
Oh, so it's kind of like a Z shape when it's folded up.
Yeah, when you fold it up, it's completely flat.
Oh,
It flips completely over on the head.
Let's see what the chat is saying.
Yeah, I can see that, Larry. That when you're older, your comfort grip are a little better for your hands.
Yeah, and Gary makes a good point. Ratchets are very personal.
Yes.
Cold outside winter. We don't get that very often here.
No, he deals more with heat, but then they can get hot.
Yeah. All right, H&R. Thanks for popping in, buddy. These comfort grips are better for arthritic hands. Okay, I can understand that. All right. So these.
I can't see what's that 18. Oh, you want to, the longer they get, the more of a flex hat you want. Trust me.
What you mean, like that right here?
Yeah.
Why is that, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, the longer the wrench, the more you run into obstacles where you can't put your ratchet in, the handle.
yep.
So if you got a flex in there, you can move your handle over so you can miss that clamp or that bolt or that hose or any of those things. If you got just a straight drive, I mean but that's my personal experience. I mean,
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Well, and that's, I'm glad you brought that up, because if you were to take an LS motor and squeeze it into a Matchbox car, that's about how much room you have in the engine bay of a Mitsubishi Eclipse. So the longest flex head they have is 12 inches.
yep.
So we'll put one of those in.
You want to have a regular one?
What do you mean by regular one?
Well, either want to have an 8 or an 8-incher, but either straight handle or a flex handle. That's up to you.
We'll definitely do the 4.5. 8-inch.
Yeah, maybe if anything else, get lose the 4.5 and get the 4-incher there for your stubby.
So you're talking about this one right here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then do
The
your
14.
8-inch, and then do an 8-inch straight. Or a flex head, either one, but do an 8-inch.
I think this is going to be one of those times where I go with the best of both worlds
There you go.
and do it that way.
I assume you're going to look at extension sets
Yeah.
after. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, if you don't mind spending some money on ratchets, then do the 6-inch straight for the quarter-inch drive as well.
And this is what their breaker bar right here.
You don't need a 3-inch breaker bar.
No.
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 Okay. So on the left-hand side is the 1/2 inch.
Yep.
So they've got a 10-inch 24, 10.5-inch flex, 14-inch flex, 14 flex bent, then an 18 and 24-inch.
I'll do the biggest and the smallest they got. So the 10-inch,
And then the 24.
yeah, instead of flex head.
These two aren't, but
What's that 18-inch?
this one, that is the breaker bars.
Oh. All right, do the 14-incher then.
But my question is, they've got the flex and then the flex bent, that 20-degree bent one that you were talking about.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that right now. I don't have 1.5 inch. The 3/8 is what I use the most.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I don't think you need the 24-inch and the 10.5 flex.
No.
Don't get the 10.5-inch flex.
I wouldn't. Rule of thumb is when you get into 1/2 inch stuff, there's most of the time room to get to it.
Okay. So then
Yep.
I don't need this either, is what
No.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. What about breaker bars?
I'd go for the 24 because then you can reef on it.
Okay.
I think you'll have a pretty good ratchet set right there.
Hold on one second, guys. I gotta let my kid in.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Raging Cajun. It takes a lot of time
Glad to hear you didn't get shot.
to buy tools, and then if you don't watch out, it can be very overwhelming.
And this is why I'm asking you guys. Like I said, when I bought my first set of Cobalt tools, I literally said, okay, this is on sale, so I'm buying it.
To be fair, I've amassed most of mine's stuff from auctions and stuff like that, but
Yep.
occasionally I'll buy something new. And on your breaker bars too, as long as the heads are the same, on depending separate from handle length, you can always put a cheater bar on them.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, but when
so-
you break out the breaker bar, you already know you're going to be in trouble, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
So, and then those extra 6 inches make all the difference, right, Bachi? 6 inches
Yeah.
make all the difference.
Okay. So yeah, that went from 365 to 315 by buying the 9 ratchets and 1 breaker bar in that. And it's a little more customized.
And it is good to have nice ratchets.
Yeah.
You know, sockets and stuff, you can shave a little here off and there, but the ratchet's the part you're holding in your hand, it's doing the driving. You want to have nice ratchets.
Ah, here we go.
Yep.
Extensions.
Hi, Brandon.
They have like a master set or something or another.
I'll look in just a second. And Adam are doing a great service to Eleanor by helping them out. Thank you, Larry. They really are. And there's Bocce.
You,
I can't do anything
do you
with
like
her.
wobble extensions?
Me?
I do. You, Adam?
Yes, I do.
All right. Let's see. Well, they've got a set. So let's see what that brings up. All right. So a 3-inch and then a 6-inch on top of the 3/4 inch. What is this one? Oh, stop it. Oh, so that's just a 2 set, 9 and 12 inches. How
Yeah.
often? That's for a 1/4 inch. I don't think you would need something that big unless you're doing something right?
You see, what I've done all the time is, for the longest time, is I would just stack them up. So if you really
Yeah.
that long, I
You
just
can-
now bought my first big set or long set of 1/4 inch.
Especially in
So-
3/8, you can almost never have too many extensions.
Yeah,
So for the 1/4 inch though, the 3/4 inch extension down here at the bottom, the 3-inch and then the 6-inch should suffice for that size, right?
yes, sir.
Okay.
So do they have wobbles as well or not?
They might.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. They should be in there, but complete accessory kit.
Accessory
What's
kit.
that?
There we go. Okay, so let's. I'll go back in and delete that later. What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, Ken?
1/4 inch.
Oh, you get an adapter with that. You get a wobble with that.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. So it's a 3/4 inch extension, 3-inch, 6-inch, 9-inch, 12-inch, 1/4 inch drive, universal joint.
Yep.
Female to male adapter, and then the hex bit holder. Yeah, I think for what, just shy of $20 more, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
And we'll do the same for the 3/8.
I'd say so.
What about 1/2 inch? Same thing or no?
You could go a little smaller with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Yeah, they don't have as. Yeah.
So
There you go.
29 for this
Yeah.
4-piece set. Okay.
Yeah, and the 10 and the 6 will be the ones you use the most.
Okay. All right, so let's just go to the cart real quick. Like, let's see. This is the one we can remove. All right, so we've got our wrenches, our sockets.
You haven't put your ratchets in there yet.
What in the world happened to that? Here we go. Add to cart. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, when it comes to screwdrivers, pliers, pry bars, that stuff, I'm pretty good with that. So right now,
Hammers,
what's that?
hammers.
Yeah. Oops. There you go. Double clicking stuff again. So, what exactly do you use the dead blow hammers for?
Not to mar stuff up because I would definitely
Yeah.
get me a depth blow, a brass hammer, and a nice ball peen hammer.
Yeah, I use dead blows and
Oh, go back
brass and soft space hammers all the time.
Right
Back up.
here.
No, back up. Up, 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 up. Right there. That shorthand, no, back down. Right there.
Okay. What am I looking at?
Those are those. That will be one of your hammers to have.
Okay.
Now on ball peens, I do prefer wood handles. I've had quite a few of those polymer handle type ones shatter.
Oh, Adam, you didn't have to do that, man. Thank you.
No problem, buddy.
These are my three most used hammers right here. This one,
Yep.
this one, and this is as handy as all get out. It's got a short handle on it, but that means you can operate in tighter areas.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I really get mad, I use this one.
Brandon, do you want the link to come up, man? This is your night. We're just filling in for you. Or did I send it to him already? No, I didn't.
You don't have to wait on it.
Especially if you're working on, small engines and stuff and knocking pulleys off of stuff, and you're gonna want a softer hammer.
Yeah, for that I would use the brass hammer
Yeah. Yep.
because you want to have some weight on it, but you don't want to mar it up.
Yeah, I use my brass hammers all the time. And I have some copper ones I use all the time too.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't. What size, like ounces, do you normally use?
That's what I'm looking up right now for you here. Just give me 1 second. 4. BP.
I'll take a look also. So guys, tonight what we're doing is we're just putting everything into the cart that I need, and then from there we'll be able to kind of shop around and look at Amazon or eBay or any of the other suggestions that you guys are making.
Just out of curiosity, what's the yard sale situation in your area?
Nothing like yours. Usually it's usually in an HOA. It's a bunch of yuppie ass wives sitting out there with shit they bought at a yard sale and are now trying to make more money off from it.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
This one here, that is a 43 ounce with the short handle.
Okay.
And it's a double flat. I really like that, but I don't know if Tecton has those.
So they've got the 26, 36, 47, and then 50 ounce.
Yeah, you probably want to do the 47.
What do you mainly use them for?
This one, everything. Just about anything.
Okay.
That's my preferred go-to hammer. It's a depth blow, so every time you hammer, you transfer more of your weight onto the object that you hit because your hammer don't bounce.
Okay.
You're saying these are USA made, so I'm pretty sure these are trusty Cook hammers anyway.
All right, so we'll add a 47-inch or 47-ounce in.
And then this one here, let me look that up right now. That is a Model 3.
Yeah, big dead blows come in handy.
Yeah, the Model 3 is a 45 ounce. That was up, wasn't it?
Yep. So I put a 47-inch or 47-ounce in there.
Yeah, but this one here with that soft face all the way around.
Yeah. They're handy if you ever have a rim, that's stuck onto a brake rotor.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So now I kind of see what you're saying about them. Because when I think of hammer, I've used them to build like shelves and stuff like that. So I don't quite grasp the concept of what I would use a dead blow hammer for, but that makes sense now that you say that.
Yeah. For punching out pins and.
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what were the other ones? Were they up or down?
So they've
Right
got
there.
the
45 ounce. And then the other one I got is the next size down. For small engines, you probably use that more than this big one. This bigger one I use for in the automotive a lot. The smaller ones I use that for finer stuff, which will be your next size down.
39 ounce.
Yeah, I think so. Let me double check here because that's a Model 2, I think. No, 26 ounce. That's the 26 ounce.
Okay. So we will add a 45 and a 26.
Yeah, those are nice to have.
Yep.
And then do one
Ball
brass.
peen.
No ball peen, brass.
16 or 24 ounce.
Oh, let me see what I have here.
I have quite a few lead hammers, but not a lot of places sell those.
I got a 2-pounder.
24 ounce.
Yep.
And then sledges and stuff like that.
Do your 20 or your 2.5 stubby drilling hammer. You'll love that because it has a lot of bang in it and a short handle.
Okay. And then mallets.
You don't need one because you got the other two.
Yeah.
That basically replaces your mallets, Ken.
Okay.
Yeah, really, a lot of especially the really light mallets, back in the days when they knocked hubcaps back on tires, that's really all they're good for.
Okay.
Yeah, mallets are almost a thing of the past anymore because, like the other two that you picked out, they basically replaced them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And they're just a lot better. They got more, I don't know what it is. They're just better.
So what exactly is a high torque screwdriver?
The handle design.
What's the benefit to it?
Just the design of the handle. You can grip them better.
Okay.
Hey, I think Raging Cajun has those.
He does. I saw his video today where
Yeah.
he made the cutout from the stuff from Hobby Lobby. Raging, if you're still in here, which of the Tecton screwdriver high torque sets do you have? Is
I
it
like
a
the
huge
screwdrivers
set
that
or
have a
small?
wrench or a hex flat on
I
them.
got the hard handle ones from Tecton, but that's because I like hard handles. No, not those hard handles, Pachi.
So for the 8 of you that are still hanging out with us, I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Larry. Tecton makes, or Trusty Coop makes hammers for Cornwell, Metco, Napa, Tecton, Capri. They make a shit ton. They make for a shit ton of people because they are the only, besides Snap-on, they are the only ones that make hammers like that in the U.S.
All right, let's go up here.
Just make your choice up there if you want to have hard handle or soft handle.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at the options on the side right now. To kind of
On
limit
top, they have the option for that.
Yeah, I only rented one. Good.
Right there, hard handle or high torque.
If I had two, then that would be like with me. Last time I just got four.
Let me go look at something real quick. Like,
What do you mean, Rage Cajun? I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go with the high torque because that's my most used Cobalt screwdrivers. I've got a little bit of both, the rubber handle style and then the hard plastic. And
Yeah, like I said, I like the ones with the wrench hex on them.
Yeah, I don't think Tecton has those. Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
so that's got nut drivers and
Yeah, you don't need that.
no torque size, hex size, especially for $250.
Yeah, you don't need a big set for screwdrivers when it comes to some of that.
No.
Let me see. What do they have? 22. And you got the torques in there. I don't know if you need torques.
I do use them on some of the small engine stuff.
Then that will be, because I got that. That's a set I got in the hard handle one, just like that.
Okay.
Those are a lot like the Weehaw grips.
Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, mine is a little smaller, but
What did we do? So we've got a couple of blacks and a couple of reds. We'll go black rails to hold them.
yeah, you'll have any kind of screwdriver you ever needed for the rest of your life right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
Brandon says for small engines, T25 and T27 are the most used.
most needed. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
He digs the Tecton grips. So he has the black and red comfort grips. And the thin. Who are you talking to, Raging?
Yeah, he was saying that I said something that was better than something else. I can't remember quite what that was.
Okay.
Sorry, Raging Cajun. I
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that one. I added. Yep, sure did. All right. Now, this is one thing that I always wish I had more of different designs and capabilities. So that's a 10 piece. So,
yeah, you want to have some nice needle nose.
Some long needle nose.
Yeah,
um,
these are some of my most used pliers when it comes to needle nose. Something like this. Something like this.
Yep. You want a long set.
Yep, and these. These are great for pulling
bent.
off hoses.
Yep.
But I don't know how deep you want to go into some of that, Ken. It's
You can buy a lot of pliers you will almost never use.
yep.
Hmm. Yeah, see, these two are out of stock. Those are probably a little more common. Same thing with these right here.
And I was like, what's your? Are you looking for any crescent wrenches?
I will be, yes.
Now I use them all the time. I like them. I know a lot of people despise them. I have over 60 hanging on my wall. There is a right time and a wrong time to use them, of course.
These have replaced my adjustables. Since I got these, I don't use adjustables anymore. These
Knipex
right.
ones.
Yep, they're great.
I have yet
And
to get into those.
get those, and it will blow your mind, Adam. Because with these, because that's your biggest problem with adjustable wrenches. You got to watch out that you don't round something off.
Yep.
And with these, because you put pressure on it, you don't round them off.
Who makes those?
Knipex. They're expensive, but they're worth every damn penny.
What's going on, Jungle Bob? I see you pop in earlier.
Hi,
So,
Bob. Hi, Jamie.
Jungle Bob, we are just doing a little bit of some tool shopping, and we still have 2 cupcakes left. I will finish those before tonight's over. So that will be 5 cupcakes, actually 6 total today.
Will you slowly lick the frosting off the last one before you eat
Anything for you.
it?
Nitpicks were very expensive, but worth the money.
Yeah, they are. Once you go Knipex, you don't go back.
I'm waiting for Bocce to make a comment.
I figured as much.
So yeah, so with the pliers, it's the same way as with the ratchets. Buy 4+ players, get $3 off from each pair. For every 10 players, you get a free players rack. I'm not so worried about the rack. I don't want to spend money. I don't want to spend an extra $60 to get a $10 part.
Well, if you got your groove and joint pliers, the ones that I use the most are 10 and 12 inch.
And those are the two that are out of stock.
Yep,
10
but those
and
are the ones
12 and
I
three
use
quarter.
all the time.
Okay.
But you can still put them in your basket. That way you got something to look at.
Yeah. Well, not with the building your own. You can't.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
okay. Well, actually, yeah, you can. I can just add it to the list.
Do they have the curved jaw slip joint pliers too?
I
Or
believe
just straight jaw?
so.
That actually would be a little better.
Oh, crap.
And you know, Ken, for the money,
Jungle Bob, thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate that.
how about why don't you buy these?
What are they?
The vice grip. These have been really, really great for me.
Yeah.
They got the push button here for the adjustment. They're really, and like I said, they've been really good.
I do prefer a curved jaw slip joint
Yeah.
plier.
See, I don't even know if they have those. Does Tecton sell those?
Let's scroll down and see what else they have. Long nose, cutting, specialty, and then gets down into mini players, and then the organizer. No. And see, one of my biggest things that I need to stop doing, and it's a serious issue, diversifying brands.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when I started buying Cobalt stuff, I would only buy Cobalt stuff, and I know I need to stop doing that.
Yeah, those needle noses I showed you, those are gear wrench, and gear wrench also has a set of adjustables that are very similar to the Knipex ones. So looking at the selection they got here, you might want to look at something else, but you can also, because I've got Vice.
You could look at channel lock, you know.
The
Okay.
Vice grip, yeah, channel lock is another one. Vice grip ones make the same kind as well.
Yeah, and like I was just telling Adam, Theo, when you went to grab something, my biggest issue is I need to get away from wanting to get everything in one company, one brand, and kind of diversify it
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah, but I know what you mean because I'm almost like that, and that's why I went with Gear Ranch all over because they got for one company. Yeah, and that's why I like Gear Ranch because they got a lot of stuff.
If you look through my toolboxes and stuff, as long as it's American, for that 99%, as long as it's American made, I do not care who makes it.
Yeah, and channel lock will be another good one to look at for pliers. So I don't think Tecton will be it for you, Ken.
Okay.
And again, on pliers, there's so many ones like linesman pliers and stuff you'll never use. You know, the big end nippers you'll probably never use. Get a good set of side cutters and stuff like that, and you can spend a lot of money on pliers and only use them.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to have some side cutters? I got to show you a set. These are the Gear Range ones.
Oh, compounds. Yeah.
Yeah, and these are extremely powerful.
Yep.
I can cut brake lines with these without breaking a sweat.
Mm.
You can cut smaller bolts with these without breaking a sweat.
I should send a pair of those to my ex-wife and say, "Hey, I brought you a new brake line tool."
But they make them in a set. They also have needle nose as well.
Okay.
But for cutting, when I cut big shit, this is the set I grab. And the cool thing about it is it don't have a super long handle. So if you're confined, it's really nice to get up in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time
For
when you have a set that you can cut with.
In my storage business stuff, I have over probably 300 pliers, and there's really only like 5 I use routinely, through the years.
You see the difference?
Yep.
This would be one of those sets or one of those side cutters that you use for cutting big stuff. And this
Okay.
small one does the same thing.
Gotcha. All right. So player set aside. Here's what we're kind of looking at. $1,255 for screwdrivers, hammers, ratchets, extensions, some impacts, sockets, and then combination wrenches. So what I will do is I'm saving this shopping cart. I'm going to, since I have an excessive amount of computer knowledge now due to my intro to computer class, I'm going to make a spreadsheet in Excel because that's about the only thing that I've actually learned how to do. And with the parts and then the item number with the price. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to order them in stages, buy like 2 or 3 at a time to get that credit to put onto the next order, as opposed to ordering all $1,255 at one time and not having any credit to put towards anything.
Yeah, whatever you got to do to make it work for yourself, Ken.
Yeah.
And I've got only one more thing that we may have forgotten is how are you on Allen's?
I don't have any, but well, I've got some right now. Obviously they're Cobalt, but I was looking at those. The most expensive set is $18 for the biggest set. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, but get some that go on your ratchet.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll appreciate that. Trust me.
That is not a spot to cheap out. Cheap Allen wrench sockets always snap the heads off them.
Yep.
Yep.
Brandon, you want to come up and elaborate on that? So.
And then a set of Torxend Allen wrenches are very handy.
Okay.
And they're very economically priced.
You want to know the fancy way to eat cupcakes, Bocce? You twist it like this. You put it on top, and you make a sandwich out of it.
Hey, Brandon says he'll come on.
I sent you the link in Messenger, Brandon.
The Gear Range Master set. I'm gonna Google that real quick.
Make cupcake, he said.
Yes, that is a good set, Brandon. That's the only set I didn't buy from Gear Range. It's this set. That's the only set I didn't buy from Gear Range because I already had SKs.
Oh, okay. I see what he's saying. And see, forcing myself to buy something like that will get me away from like the brand loyalty type thing. because I will. I'll find something that I like. What's up, bud? Brandon,
Uh-oh.
you there?
Looks like you already moved his internet.
By Klein, regular needle noses, channel lock diagonal cutting pliers, Apex Cobras. Now remember, I am not a mechanic, so Theo and Adam get 100 votes to my one.
Yeah,
Every
but
single one of you has a good, valid point, though.
yeah. Larry has a good point right there. Yep.
David Carlisle, thank you for coming in.
David, how are you?
So, but yeah, by like I said, that gear wrench set that Adam or Brandon sent, I get unfortunately I get brand loyalty issues where I'll buy one thing of something and then next thing you know I'm buying everything from that same brand to have a matching set.
Yep.
You know, my wife is constantly yelling at me, pick your socks up off from the floor, put this dish in the dishwasher, blah, 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 blah. She's like, I wish you would take care of the house as well as you do your tools and your mini bikes. You go into the garage right now, the mini bikes are staged in a certain order because that's how I am. They've got to be that way for me. So
Yep. I know.
Oh,
I
y'all
know.
can hear me.
now,
Yeah.
now we can hear
Now
you.
I hear
Mine
ya.
was messed up. So I bought that set for one hex key I needed, and it was to remove a drive shaft from a Dodge Charger. I needed a bigger Allen key type. But it's been a really good set. I only broke one. Well, I didn't break it. My brother-in-law broke it. He broke a little T25. He put it on an impact and tore something down too tight and broke the bit.
Okay. How's the move and everything going, Brandon?
Well, we're still here. I got no furniture. So we close Monday. We move in this week. Coming up.
Good. So that means you could move in right away. You don't have to wait, huh?
Yep.
Good for you, Brandon.
Yep.
And your mom and dad are still staying there and clean?
Yep.
Good.
Which kind of works out because I can leave my tractor here and some of my stuff that I'm taking one of my tractors with me. So I can leave one of my tractors here and come back for it. Because my tools are more important. I can make
Absolutely.
better tools.
All right, guys. I am going to run to the bathroom real quick.
We got you.
You're going
Number
to
one or number two?
I'm gonna do number
Don't
one
specify.
off the front porch while I'm smoking a cigarette.
Just want to know how much time we have.
Yep, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette while pissing off the front porch. So give me
You're
a
going to
minute.
lean off the dock.
So, how's everything else going, Brandon?
Oh, it's going pretty decent, I guess. I got sick during all this moving. I caught a cold. Well, they're saying it ain't a cold. They're saying it's from these wildfires. That's why everybody's so sick. Because we had a lot of wildfires.
Oh, wow.
Like Fort Hood, which is the army base next to me. I live right across the street from Fort Hood. 30,000 acres burnt.
Jesus, 30,000 acres, huh?
Yep.
Well, looks like Ed the old tech guy is in the house.
Hey, everybody. It's Ed the Tech Guy.
I hope you're feeling a little better, Ed.
Man, hardly anybody went live this week. I think Eleanor is the first person to go live.
LCP went live.
Oh, that's
last
right.
night.
I missed it last night. He went live a little bit later than usual, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't know.
I come to watch CP, but I don't always say hi. Sometimes this chat's so hectic that I'll say hi and then I'll watch, but I don't really comment much.
Yeah, it can go pretty hectic. I mean, sometimes he has like over 100 people in there, and
Yep.
then, I mean, well, at least you're working tonight. That's good. But
I figured out what was wrong with my side by side. It was running really rich, and I pulled a vacuum line. For some reason, the fuel pump wasn't working good today, so I pulled a vacuum line, and there was gas coming out the vacuum side of the pump. So it was leaking back down into the intake. That's why I was running rich.
oh,
So I guess the diaphragm was bad in the fuel pump.
Yeah.
well, at least you got her figured out.
Yeah, I was figuring I was gonna have to pull the engine, adjust some valves, do some major work. Ended up being simple.
That's what it is 9 out of 10 times. You know it.
Yep. It's just easy to think it's the worst.
Right. Yeah, and overcomplicate it.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's the truth, Larry. CP gets going sometimes
Yeah.
when someone gets him sideways. Oh yeah.
I like to egg him on when he starts getting going. We might be headed to the new town tomorrow, or we might just stay there overnight. So for closing the next day and to scout out the town because I've never been to that town. So it's a scary situation. I know people that live in the area though.
What's going on, Ed?
So you got a lot of neighbors there, or what?
Our neighbors is the oil field. All the land around us is oil field.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, that Will Smith parody video, that was fun to make. I had to make that like 4 or 5 times because I kept laughing and goofing up on it.
Was that the video with the drill in the picture?
Yeah.
I haven't watched that one yet. I'll check it out.
It's pretty good. It's a short video too. It's only like 1 minute and 10 seconds.
I watched it earlier. I didn't comment yet. I was thinking to myself, I think Ken might be drinking today.
I got bored.
Hey, Brandon, Larry
Yeah,
wants to know where you're moving to.
Larry, I'm moving from Central Texas, Killeen by Fort Hood to a place called Longview, Texas, which is almost to Shreveport, Louisiana.
Hi, Ed.
Yeah. Ed, I sent you the link in Messenger if you want to pop up for a few minutes. I don't know if you're working or what.
Him working? He's an engineer, right?
Yeah.
Larry, I like East Texas more. It reminds me more of being back in Eastern Kentucky. It's pine trees and stuff. Here in Central Texas is a bunch of cedar shrubs. Just a bunch of cedar trees everywhere, just short cedar trees. Nothing nice to look at, really.
Okay. Larry was stationed in San Antonio.
Back in the day.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's
that's
where
where
my
my wife's family
brother went to basic training for the Air Force.
I got a cousin stationed down there.
Well,
Yeah, I
anything.
appreciate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say I appreciate both yours and Adam's help with that tonight, and then everybody in the chat that chimed in as well. So I think that's gonna be a good base start to start off from.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no problem. Glad I could help, Ken.
And you said you were trying to get away from U.S. General. What kind of box are you looking at?
I don't know. I don't know yet. Something a little more sturdy, a little more durable.
The cart's been good, but I've never had a U.S. General box. But I've had the cart, but not the box. My box is a Husky, and I bought it new. It was my first brand new toolbox I've ever bought.
I'm trying to think. Let me see here. Because Napa sells toolboxes too, and I can't remember what brand that was.
I really wish I would have, when I made that short on, it was a toolbox that Tractor Supply Store had on sale for $3.99. I wish I would have bought one then from them because it was decent. I actually played with that thing for a good 20 minutes or so in the store, but I just wasn't in the financial position at that time to buy it.
Don't Napa sell something like Extreme or something?
Yeah, now it's pissing me off because I can't remember.
That or like, what's that? Homemake or whatever that.
Homac, yeah.
Yeah, Homemake, yeah.
Yep, that's the one. Homac. Might want to check that out, Ken.
Home Ec.
Yeah.
I know, like a lot of the
Yeah,
like that.
HOMAK.
They got Home Depot, like the Milwaukee ones and stuff. It seems like there's too many slightly deeper drawers and not enough shallow ones. All my stuff's old Craftsman.
You know, I don't do much machining, but for some reason, I have a dream of at least owning one Kennedy box. Just to say,
Now that's one of those things where people tell you you're not a machinist unless you have Kennedy toolboxes. I have a few of them. The Craftsman ones are just as good.
I got the small Craftsman one. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. The guy said he bought it from when he got out of trade school back in the 70s. The guy bought all my machining stuff from.
That is one of the things about machinist stuff is people get, oh, you don't have a Kennedy box? Well, you don't have Starrett measuring stuff? Well, I hate that shit.
Hey, now I can say I own some Starrett tools and what's that, Brown & Sharp or whatever?
Yeah. I like Brown & Sharp. For my normal indicators, most of mine are especially in the 1 thou measurement ones, the Chinese ones are just as good. And I am hard on my indicators on the lathe.
You know what? Craig MC Engineering says the same thing. He said, unless you're like an aerospace kind of machinist, you don't have to be that.
No, especially if you're not using like a test indicator, which measures, in, 1/10 of a thou. The other ones, there's nothing wrong with them. My go-to calipers are from Harbor Freight. I have no problem with them.
Yeah.
I machine a lot of things in spec with those. So.
And when it comes to the toolbox, I may stay and look with the Cobalt line too, because I get a 10% off discount at Lowe's.
Yeah.
I thought they was doing away with veteran discounts.
Yeah.
No, they're putting a limit on it. You can
Gotcha.
only get a total of $400 off per year.
I don't know. I haven't been into look. I don't know if they still sell them, but my Husky toolbox is pretty well built. I've had no luck, bad luck on my Husky toolbox. But mine's
And
a smaller Husky toolbox. It's not a big. It's only like a 27-inch.
Now, the first question is, well, how much you want to spend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that says it all right there.
yeah, I don't know, because I don't
I'm
know.
not a believer in spending a lot in toolboxes, and it's a metal box.
See,
I'm
It
not
is,
that's
and
one
it
of
is. See, I'm a cheap ass. So when it comes to that, I like to sit first row for a dime. So what I do is I go on Facebook Marketplace and just buy me a used, cheap
Yeah.
Snap-on box or a Matco box or something like that.
Yep.
And you can buy those. You know, if you got some patience and you look for the right deal, you can buy a very nice one for about $1,500.
And
Yeah.
see,
I
I'm
mean,
not opposed to
the
buying
line.
it used either.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said I'm not opposed to buying it used either.
I bought all my boxes used. So
Yeah, as long
I
as
mean,
the drawers pull out nice and smooth and doesn't look like someone dropped it off the back of a flatbed,
right.
It's a toolbox.
Yeah.
Well, but like my Matco roll cart, service cart, I bought that for $700, and that's a big cart. I mean, you can put a lot of crap in that.
Yeah, you know what? I talked to my uncle one time, and he used to be big on how CP is with all his toolboxes. Well, he's kind of the same way with all his toolboxes. And he said, in a way, his biggest regret was buying those toolboxes. He says those boxes ain't really what makes me money. It's the tools inside them.
Yeah, but it also, how you want to say that? You know what? This how I would look at it. You know, just as a simple example, driving around in a $3,000 pickup truck with $5,000 worth of tires on it.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
you know, if I spend some good money on tools, I also like to have some nice tool storage.
Now,
But you know,
I
buying
work-
nice tool storage doesn't mean you have to spend $10,000-$20,000.
now I have wall space, and depending how your shop is set up, I have a lot of pegboard. I have a lot of the pallet racking that has the slide-in
Yeah.
plastic shelves and stuff. 99% of my tools aren't even in my toolbox. Only really my sockets and stuff are.
Yeah.
So if you have wall space that you're not going to cover with stuff, you can really, hold a lot of stuff outside that.
And see, for being here in this house, the stuff would be in the toolbox, because I don't want to put a lot of stuff on the walls to where I have more repairs and stuff like that.
I would like to buy one. Probably use, like Theo was talking about, at least one Snap-on box in my lifetime. Just to say I bought one. But again, I ain't
Buy
gonna
a
go and
Snap-on
spend
toolbox
$10,000.
emblem and put it on something else.
Do like everybody gets those U.S. General boxes and put a Snap-on logo on it.
Yeah, but you don't have to spend that much money on a nice toolbox when it comes to
No, you don't.
Metro,
No.
Snap-on, or Cornwell.
Hey,
Hey, everybody! It's the old tech guy. What's going on?
Yeah, what are you
Hey.
engineering tonight?
I'm engineering. No, I'm doing a side job with Jay Who. We're making extra money. There he is. There he is. Check it out. Do you see him all the way up there? Can you see him?
Yeah.
He's saying what's up, and he's showing you his belly. Check it out. Like there you go. We had to do a side job, man. We can't let the side jobs get not done, because then they'll find somebody else to do them. I need to make that money.
You got to do that hustle, huh?
He said, Jay said, get that shield money. That's right, man. Hey, how you guys like that Jude guy? I'm mad at him. I don't even want to talk to that guy right now.
Dude, he got us good.
No, I ain't talking to him. Man. He messed me up. I over here wrote a book. I poured my feelings out. I'm like, that's my boy, man. My boy don't feel right. That's not right. I poured my feelings out. That guy's like, April Fools. You punk. You punk. He's a punk. Oh, man. How you all doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. I did some
Good.
tool shopping, and I've eaten 4 cupcakes.
Oh, 4 cupcakes.
Yep.
We just ordered a stuffed pizza. That's what real men eat. I don't know about cupcakes. They sound really good. I wish I had a cupcake right now. We're starving. What's going on tonight with the
One left.
what do you guys call it? What is that?
It's the cupcake. It's got a little ring on it, plastic
What?
ring.
Why does it have a ring? Huh?
That's just the way they come at Food Line.
What, you guys eating up for something special or something? You guys doing something for the channel?
No.
No, you just eating them.
Someone made a comment one time about cupcakes, so
We
head to the
decided
channel
to
tonight,
stay now to
cupcakes and
eat
tool
cupcakes on
shopping.
stream.
So I got this weird flu, man. So right now what's left over is, watch that wire. You just caught it, bro. Yeah, I'm snipping it. I got this weird flu at this point right now. If I start laughing, if I laugh real hard, like something that makes me laugh, I start choking, like choke hard. So I can't crack up. Or like if I start coughing, I start getting like long cough attacks. That's what I've got left over.
Okay.
But I was kind of bad there for a minute. I had fevers and all kinds of stuff.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
I'm just getting over something too. That's why I'm off camera, because I look like Rudolph right now. My nose is red.
Brandon, I think your stuff was stress induced.
Maybe.
'Cause
Well,
I know
my mom was sick, and then everybody else got sick. She got tested
Okay.
for COVID, because that's what you do these days. Oh, man.
Hey, Brandon, you ain't lying. Whatever this flu was, dude, I lost my sense of smell, but I didn't lose my sense of taste. But my sense of taste is weird now. But I tested negative for COVID twice. So
Same.
I
It's the exact
I don't-
same thing.
bro, this is COVID. It's just a different
test for that?
strain, bro. What was that?
Nothing. You say you actually test for that?
I did. I tested it to might as well test to be safe. I don't want to pass it on to an older person by accident or something like that. You know what I mean? Like not go to my mother-in-law's or something. My mother-in-law's got high blood pressure, diabetes, and she's older. I'd hate to go to her house not knowing, I just feel bad. So I checked myself out, but I still stay away, right? That flu that's not nothing to play with. I think it's just another variant.
Yeah, I still got the cough in my nose. My nose is finally healing up, but it was still pretty bad. And like he said, the taste was weird. We went to our favorite restaurant. There's a restaurant in Round Rock that has Chicago food, and we got Italian beefs down there. And it's like $20 a sandwich, and it was nasty because of the flavor change.
Well, at least it's better. It's better than beaver taste, right?
Depends on the beaver.
Yeah.
Waxed beaver or unwaxed beaver?
Hey,
Depends on if it's a weekend night or weeknight.
Did they go to the gym or swimming beforehand? There's all sorts of different things.
Yeah.
So Ed, Bocce is saying the home tests are not picking up certain strains if that's what you used.
Yeah, I used so one of my friends works at a I don't know where they I shouldn't say this, but where they test animals. So
Mhm.
it's one of those very prestigious colleges where they do testing on animals for illnesses on human illnesses, and they give them like the top of the line tests. So I used one of those tests, and the government mailed us a bunch of free tests, and I used one of those tests. Both
Whoa.
came negative. So perhaps she's right. Bachi's right, because this sure felt and still it's like it hasn't 100% gone away. Like I don't have my full win back. I still like right now, even this side job, I feel kind of drained. And usually I'm all pumped up for a side job like this. This is fun for me. It's not sitting on my butt designing and entering all the stupid VLAN coding and all the stuff that I have to do. This is fun. This is like actually running wire and, almost falling off a skylift and stuff like that. That's fun. When I get bored, I'm going to have to go work with Country Mile Garage in his garage, and he could put me to work for fun.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. You want me to respond?
Yes. Bro, if nothing else, I could go find you some good tacos and bring tacos. I'll be the coffee guy. I'll bring coffee. I'll bring tacos. We'll chill.
I can always use a porter.
There you go. I'll be a good porter. Hey, listen, I can plug flats. I can plug flats. Let's see, what else can I do? What else? What else kind of stuff you need? I could change an alternator here and there.
Change oil?
I could change oil.
Actually, I barely changed oil here, believe it or not. So
Really?
yeah, that's most of the time I do that. Most of the time I just do that as a free service on top of all the other stuff.
Really?
Yeah, for my labor. They still have to buy the oil, but I do it free of charge.
I don't even do
let
it
me
on the
ask you-
vehicles here.
Huh?
I said I don't even do it on the vehicles here because the dealerships it's so cheap that for what it costs at the dealership, it's not even worth me doing it at home anymore. I'll do tractors and stuff, but that's it.
Yeah, see, I do it like if I charge for an hour for diagnostics, and it only took me 15 minutes, I say, hey, if you want to do an oil change, just give me the oil, and I'll do that for free for you. At least that way. Well, I don't really want to, fuck my customers over and say, well, it took me an hour to figure that out. Well, it didn't. But,
Yeah.
So this way, they get a little more out of it than just having to pay.
Let me ask, have you seen it slow down like CP said? It slowed down for him?
Oh, a little bit, but I'm not worried about it. I got so much shit for myself. So I got 3 vehicles sitting outside that are ready to come in for my own. So 4. 5, actually. Shit.
I am not a big sports fan whatsoever. I don't watch a lot of professional sports or college sports, but I guess the Final Four games are being played. UNC and Duke, which is a very big rivalry here in North Carolina. That game, I guess, just ended. UNC won 81-77 over Duke.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you, Ken. I'm not a big sports guy. I don't know a lot of stuff. But that I'm sure that made some people mad, bro.
Yeah, because Coach K just retired from Duke after I think he started coaching there when Jesus was still walking the earth. I mean, it's been that long, and I guess that was
with Jesus, huh?
yeah. It was a big upset for Duke.
Jesus Christ himself.
The only sports I watch is college basketball, but the last few years my team sucks, so I stopped watching.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
See,
from
Larry-
Kentucky. UK is the team. In Kentucky, if you're in Kentucky, UK is it.
Now I'm at a disadvantage though. Who's the gentleman with the cap at the beard here? I don't know him. I'm sorry, guys.
That's Adam.
Adam from
That's Adam,
Small Town
Small
Machine
Town
Shop.
Shop.
Adam.
Ed, you don't know me. I'm.
I
hurt.
don't. I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you, and I apologize. I wanted to be formally
I know
introduced.
who
And
you are.
thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. I want to get to know who you are too. So I want to make sure after this, I'll find. If I can't find your channel, I'll reach out to LNR Rides. I know he'll help me out, and I'll subscribe to your channel and watch some of your stuff.
Can you put his
Very cool.
link back in the channel? He's on the live with Brandon and I every Saturday night.
I know. I guys, I would love. It is my biggest thing that I hate on Saturdays is that I miss y'all's show sometimes, most of the time, I should say, because this is what I do on the weekends. I do side jobs, man. I'm always working, so it's tough on me. And by the time I'm like, oh crap, they're on. Like right now, I noticed you're on. I'm like, it's already 10:30. You guys are probably thinking about shutting it down. You've been on for what, 2-3 hours now?
2.5 hours, yeah.
So that always happens to me. I'm like, crap, I didn't get a reminder. and
And then you notice that I'm the most handsome one out of us, and you're like, I have to know who that is.
It was striking. It was striking. You know what? You're so striking. I think we got to get you some nut wax. I think that's what we got to get you.
I know.
Wait, Brandon, you got some nut wax? You could send them for me, bro.
No, I ain't got no nut one.
As long as it's supposed to use other places.
So, do you know what? Again, I don't mean to be rude, but do you know what nut wax is? It's actually this liquid that you could put on your screwdrivers that'll hold your screws and nuts as you put them together so they won't fall off. But the name is so funny, we use it as a gag on my show all the time. So it's nut wax, and then we also talk about something else, something about some soap for the nuts.
Yeah, and on the ridge lines, that's another gag for the show.
Yeah.
The gag on my show is about the Honda Ridgelines is because I like Hondas. Because I like Hondas, and we got in a discussion that Honda doesn't have a truck, and I was like, yes, they do. It's the Honda Ridgeline. Ever since that I said that, these guys got mad at me saying it's not a truck.
No.
But Allstate says it's a truck. State Farm says it's a truck. The city that taxes it as a truck.
Since when
It's a
the
truck.
fuck do you trust the government with saying what it is?
Well, to your point, I don't trust them on much, but
Okay, so I wouldn't trust them on that neither. It only shows
Next thing
their
you know, everyone,
intelligence.
you have CDL.
What's the latest on y'all's channels, man? What are you guys trying to accomplish? Tell me. Learn me something.
I'm trying to broaden my horizon. I want to get away from just mini bikes and go-karts and small engines and really get into a bigger picture of working on the car, of actually rebuilding the Eclipse. I want to do some more tool stuff. And to be honest, I kind of want to do some more comedy skit things like what I did with that Flex Tool Will Smith stuff, because I had fun doing that. Like when I thought of that idea, I was like, oh, hell yeah. I went and got the tape and the marker and all sorts of stuff. And I mean, I just jumped right into it. And it was really rejuvenating. Had Jude actually taken a real break from YouTube, something like that would have really sparked my interest to get back into it if I got into it.
That's cool.
So, fun fact, Jamie, we are not building a 4G63. We have a built 420 that is ready for about 6 to 8 pounds of boost. But yes, the 4G63 motors are awesome. One of the cars that I've always wanted is an Eclipse. So when it comes time, Damien and I are rebuilding his Eclipse right now, and then Trent and I are going to rebuild a car for him. When it comes to my daughter, I'm just going to buy her something outright and just take it, and it runs, it drives. You don't need anything fancy like that. then I'm probably going to look for a GSX Eclipse of the second generation and build that to be like a tire screaming son of a bitch. So that's all stuff that I'm going to be working on. Yeah. What about the rest of you guys? What are you working on? Brandon, we know, is just working on moving and getting set up right now.
Yeah, I'm a month off of YouTube.
Well, I can't tell you what I'm working on yet. It's top secret. If I tell you, I have to kill you.
Bachi, if she's interested in it, I will do so. But she has no interest in the mini bikes, the go-karts, or none of that stuff right now. So I don't think she's going to have any interest in it.
I've taught my 14-year-old daughter to wire feed weld, and she is beginning to run some of my metal lathes.
Really?
Good.
I wish I could get my kids to be interested in even half of what I say. You know what's funny is that my kid today called me. Now, she's married, she's older, she's in her 20s. She calls me up and says, "Dad, my internet's not working." And I start explaining to her what she needed to do, and she's like, "I called you so you could do it for me."
Oh, really?
Yeah, she she's like, "Dad, can you do it for me? Like you're saying all this stuff," and I'm like, "Sure, I'll come by and do it for you. You're my kid, of course." But if I'm like, if you would have just learned some of it, you would have been tackling all this real quick. You don't need to wait till I'm available to go do it for you. Look at this guy. He's a beast. Look at this guy.
That's very high up.
Yeah, he's all over that ceiling like a spider monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I bring Jay with me, man. They keep telling me how I keep doing these side jobs so fast, and I'm like, Jay's my secret weapon. They don't even know. I'm up there, but I move a lot slower. He's fast.
So you go up there, up high, where no one else can see you, and you just bang on stuff, so everyone thinks you're working on something.
and lie down and fall asleep.
All right, guys, we've been at this for 2 hours and 45 minutes, so I'm probably gonna wrap this up.
What?
Did you eat the last cupcake?
No, not tonight. I've got some projects I'm gonna be starting in the morning, so that'll be an early morning thing.
Well, I guess I better go get ready to go to East Texas tomorrow.
You should do a live on the drive from your other channel.
I could. See, now
Yeah,
that channel I am going to be doing
live on the drive.
Live on the drive, yeah.
Definitely do a before you move your stuff into the shop, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I hope it has electric. I don't even know if the shop has electric yet.
Well, at least you know you got a generator that works.
Yeah, for now, so I can get the electric run.
Hey, nothing that an extension cord can't fix.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my shop's running on now.
I know.
Just get yourself a little trencher.
Well, I want 220. That's my dream, to have a shop with 220 electric.
Come on with it, Larry. Next time you're down this way, let me know. Maybe we can grab lunch or something. So recently in one of the past live streams, I found out Larry and Croft and I are literally in the same area.
Oh, really? Where's Larry Croft at then?
He's down here in Eastern North Carolina too.
Oh.
I mean, he's a little bit further north than me, but he comes down to Jacksonville and stuff in Camp Lejeune quite a bit.
Oh, Eleanor, if you meet up with him, dude, you got to do me a favor. You got to buy him a beer for me.
Okay.
I will. I'll send you the whatever it needs to be for a very nice beer. It can't be no cheap beer. I want a very nice beer.
Listen, I'll just be happy when you get me my damn Mexicoin.
I have them. I have to mail them out, and I still want to shine them up. I want to clean them up. So I gotta ask Brandon how to do that. Like, how do I smooth them out? What was that now?
Don't use nut wax. I don't want to hear it.
So I was thinking about like putting them in a package. That's what I'm trying to do. See, that's the thing is I got to get through these 2 big warehouses that I got to finish wiring, and then I'm gonna have some free time.
What about
And
coin cases? They're pretty cheap. That way you can make it look nice.
well, bro, I wanna put them in something in the mail, and I want to put something with them like nut wax or like a gift card. I want to put something in there. It can't just be the coin because people have to understand that the whole Mexicoin thing was a bit. It was, it's for fun. It was goofy, and I want people to, get something back for it because they invested in it. And I don't even know what to get Cass at this point. Like I'm gonna have to send him something really nice.
You
Like,
might
dude,
want to buy him an all-inclusive trip to the Bahamas or
I wish
something.
Cass was up here. Because I wanted to see he got the set of those 1/2-inch ratchet holders I made. He ordered a set. I wanted to see how he liked them.
yeah, Cass is super cool, man. He just supports the community so much.
Yeah.
I got to send him something better than just that. So, but I don't think I got his. Did I get his address or something? I got to check. I got a spreadsheet. Guys, I'm really, really sorry because I'm super behind, but I owe it to y'all. I know I owe it to y'all. So maybe this week coming up.
Here. Huh?
If you guys have noticed, I haven't even made videos. There's no videos out there, and I'm losing subs. I'm losing everything. That's it. It's over. Ed, the old tech guy's gonna die. It's over.
Here. I'm gaining subs. I'm not shooting videos, and I'm gaining subs.
I'm happy for you, Brandon, because your stuff is good. You should be gaining subs.
I don't know what's wrong with my channel. I just go with the flow. I post stuff, and hopefully it sees. If not, it don't.
Nah, I just think you had a bad run is all. I got a feeling that I'm starting to think it's kind of like TikTok, where if you have certain subs that are sub to you, like YouTube, like almost punishes you for it.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is if you've got a sub that's kind of like a troll, let's say maybe, and they go around trolling channels, they're like, oh, your channel must like be cool with trolls or something. I don't know. That happens on TikTok. And then when it happens on TikTok, they punish your channel for it. So I'm got a feeling that YouTube kind of does the same thing.
I think YouTube is doing this across the board.
Yes.
Right now because there's so many new YouTubers coming on. I think they can't afford it.
Huh. Interesting.
So what do you do? What do you do if you can't fill the hole financially? You put the damper on it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you put more, because haven't you noticed there's more and more ads now on each video?
Yes. Oh, they forced ads. Before when I first started my channel, I was not going to have ads.
It used to be on a 15-minute video, you used to have one ad in the beginning and one ad in the middle, and that was it, and then an ad on the end. Now they doubled them up. Now you get 2 ads on top of 2 ads, and then on the end you get another 2 ads.
Yeah, that's bullcrap. So when I first started, when I started, I had the choice of saying no ads, but I think you're right. If there was a certain time, they would add an ad, right? So, but I had the option of saying no ads, and my channel was going to be 0 ads in the beginning. But the moment they said you are forced to have ads, I said I'm going monetized. I'm monetized right now. I'm monetizing right now. Actually, I had this conversation with Ken. I was like, dude, you're not monetized. They're ripping you off at this point because they're forcing ads on your stuff anyways. The point was this is supposed to be a fun channel to goof off and hang out and make friends. But if they're gonna profit from it, no, you're not gonna profit from me. You're gonna at least add me to that profit if you're gonna profit from me.
I monetized just last Friday because they were putting ads on my channel. So.
Yes.
And, and I don't understand it. Because literally, I mean, these are my analytics right there. It's 16,412 views with over 401 watch hours. I'm gonna focus.
For the month?
For the month, and my revenue is $30.07. So you mean to tell me out of all those ads and everything like that, 16,500 views for the month is only worth $30.07?
I
How do you
monetized
bring that up
last
on your
Sunday,
phone?
and I've been making about $7 a day
Yeah.
with 35,000 views and 1940 watch hours.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, that's
getting
some excellent numbers.
I'm
Yeah.
getting 17,500 views, 1,100 watch hours, and estimated revenue is about 170.
Yeah.
My revenue
Excellent
goes like
numbers.
my sugar
Yeah.
daddy on
I
here.
got it.
Those are
But
good.
my
Very
subscribers
good.
have not been growing.
See, mine have been because I just broke 2,700, and just tonight alone, I've gotten 4 new subscribers.
Yeah, I've been
It- it-
stuck. I've been stuck right at that 1,500 mark. I need about 40 more, and I've been stuck on that for months now.
Oh, dude, they play games like that because I remember when I first got stuck at like 1,000, and it wouldn't flip, and it wouldn't flip, and then they did it again at 1,500, and right at 3,000, they did it again where it wouldn't flip, and I'm like, come on, man, you guys are playing this thing again. Where it took like I'd say like about a week or two, and then all of a sudden like 75 subs appeared out of nowhere, like bam, 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 bam. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you guys been holding these subs back.
And
I
you're
gain about
spot on,
5 or
Reagan.
6 a day.
I originally did not get on YouTube to make money.
Neither did I. Neither did I.
But if like I was saying, him and I were talking a while back. If they're gonna make money off from me, I want a piece of it. That way, I can get a little bit to where if I want to spend another $75 on a flywheel to build a motor for one of the go-karts, that can fund it, as opposed to getting yelled at by the wife because I took it out of the savings account to do it. You know what I mean?
I just spent $500 some dollars on fucking camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind. I don't mind doing that because now I'm getting paid, but that goes straight. It goes straight into that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I never spent any of my YouTube check on myself. It's always been towards the
It goes
channel.
right back into the channel.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I have a question for you guys on the. Hold on, let me see it. The estimated revenue, is that the amount they actually send you, or is it minus their 50% or whatever the hell they take?
No,
It's
just
pretty close to what you're gonna get.
Yeah, estimation. For
Yeah,
that
it's an
one.
estimation of what you're gonna get, and it has their deductions and everything in it. So it's pretty close if they've kind of figured your channel out.
Yeah.
I've had months
And-
where they were completely wrong, and I've had months where they've been like completely right.
And with that, if you have to make $100 before they pay you. So
Yep.
I've been monetized for like 6 months, 7 months now, and I've only gotten 1 check. What they did is they held it, and when it stacked up and hit it, then they deposited it.
Mine goes up
I'm
pretty
sure you do, Batu.
pretty routinely about $7 a day.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, guys. If it wasn't for Adam, I probably wouldn't make a YouTube check.
Mm-hmm.
I call Adam my YouTube sugar daddy.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll figure it out, and I'll be big enough to where YouTube approaches me and says, "This is how we do it," but I doubt it. So I'm just going to keep making videos that I enjoy making and putting them out there. If they do well, they do well. If I get a paycheck, I'll put it back into the channel. If I don't, I'm taking a playbook out of Ed's playbook. I'm starting some side hustle stuff that'll make some money to do that, to where I can afford to put extra stuff in.
Well, YouTube can never
Somebody
pay
ban
me
this
enough
April
for
Fool's
what I
joke
want to
from
do with
Phil.
my channel, but
We can't believe anything he's saying here. Pot Stroke Jude said he makes about $250 a month. Man, it's an April Fool's joke, man. I don't be
Yeah.
trusting anything he says anymore.
Like
I'm
I
not
said,
talking to that guy.
somebody ban this April Fool's troll right here.
Yeah, April
Dude
fooling
takes
us.
something in,
He's probably making 300K
right?
or something crazy like that. He's making big money. CEO of Google over here.
The real reason he took a break is because he was down in the Bahamas on vacation off his YouTube check.
There you go.
I have over 640 videos out too for comparison wise.
You have a large amount of videos. That helps.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Hey, Bachi, don't believe him. He don't really mean hi. It's an April Fool's joke. I'm not happy with Jude. I'm not happy with him. I don't know when I'm going to talk to him again.
Poor Ed is triggered.
I'm triggered. I poured my heart out on that thing, man. I really thought my boy's hurting. And then he comes out and like, oh man, it's just an April Fool's joke.
I sent him a message too, Ed. I sent him a message.
Damn, dude.
I did the same thing.
So
But I put it on my community page. I
commented on that one too.
Oh.
Like everywhere I was commenting on it.
Oh no, man, no! I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna talk to this guy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I think he's off the tool. Just he can't be a tool no more.
At least he didn't SP Seeker us. If y'all don't know who SP Seeker is, y'all need to look him up on YouTube.
No, I don't know who that is.
Well, he built a ship in his yard, but he faked getting really hurt, and then he commented back. He did a video. It was a prank. But everybody thought he was seriously hurt and dying.
Who was that?
SP Seeker.
Oh, that whole thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people took that a lot worse than they should have.
I even sat there and told my wife, I was like, what the fuck am I going to do on Thursday nights now? I've got nothing. Like yeah, he got us all.
Yep.
Yep. I like my boy Dale's already down, man. And now we got Jude down. And I'm like, what's going on with the community? It's broken. You know, we're hurting. We should all be like how we are right now. All of us just talking, being cool, helping each other out. I mean, if you guys have a video you guys want me to help promote on my community page, let me know, man. Be like, hey, Ed, this one right here, I really poured my heart and soul into it. You know, would you mind pushing it out? I'm happy to do it. Let me know. I'm happy to help.
Ed, I got about 650.
No, you can't. What I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I do. Give me a chance. Let me look a couple of your videos, and I'll put your channel up there. How about that? I'll say, hey, you guys should watch this channel.
Yeah, that way, solid gold. Every video I do is solid gold.
Man, dude, I love all my videos like my children, but I can't say they're all gold. There's some trash in there.
That's why I made most of mine private. I've got probably 140 videos, but only I think 31 or 32 are public right now because I'm still redoing all of them.
I've always heard that was the wrong thing to do. And to be honest with you, bro, you're the first one I've ever seen do that. And it has actually helped you greatly. Yes. I would go there.
Absolutely, Larry. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I'll let you all say goodbye, give your channels a shout out, and plug away. I don't care who goes first.
I'll go first. I was last one in. I'll go first. And you guys regularly get together. So, hey, everybody, it's the old tech guy. You guys know me. Listen, watch all of these guys' channels. The BSS Small Engines, watch his channel. He's doing.
I muted him. Nobody can hear him. Go ahead, Ed.
Oh, you suck. See, everybody's going to play with me now because of what Jude did. Everybody's going to think I'm a punk. No, everybody, thank you very much. Thanks, guys, on the panel. Thank you for having me on the channel real quick and watching what I do here for side work. Everybody in the comments, watch these guys' channels. Subscribe. If you're not subscribed to them, you should be. And you know what? Make sure you watch all their videos, man. Listen, guys, I appreciate you checking out Ed the Old Tech Guy. If you wouldn't mind looking at my latest videos, I'd appreciate it. And as always, you guys know I love you, and I'm signing off.
Take care. Brandon, you still there?
All right. I guess I'll do this. What's up, guys? Thanks for having me, Ken. Thanks for taking over the stream for a few Saturdays.
Yep.
I will be back probably by mid to end of April with Small Engines Saturday. And yeah, be sure to check out my channel. Let's Go Fix It, aka BS Small Engines. And I will see y'all when I get back on YouTube.
You've got a second channel too, Brandon. Why don't you tell them about
Oh
that?
yeah,
real
my
quick?
second channel. My second channel, I'm gonna be featuring all the move stuff and the non-topic stuff. It's called Brandon.Buckler, Buckler. Who those that don't know how to spell my last name, think of a round medieval shield. Yeah, that's it. That's where I'll be putting my non-topic stuff on it.
All right.
Well, Ken, thank you for having me on.
No, thank you for coming up. You've been a world of help. As always,
Yep,
you guys
Theo.
are more than
Very
welcome to come
cool.
up. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Like Ed said, check out my little Will Smith Flex Tool spoof video. It was fun to make. It was pretty funny. We've gotten a lot of good reactions and comments for it. So, all right, guys, y'all have a good night, and we will most likely do this again next Saturday. I'm not quite sure, but we will be eventually back to Saturday nights with Brandon being the main host. I'm just filling in for him because I kind of went away from doing lives when I started school, and I more or less just pop up on channels when I can. So no worries, dude. I understand, man, especially with you're like, what, 4 or 5 hours behind me. So, all right, guys, everybody have a good night, and we will catch y'all on the flip side.
Yep.